There comes a moment in every person's life when money becomes the loudest voice in their head. Bills pile up. Responsibilities grow. Dreams start to fade behind numbers, balances, and fears. You start to think that maybe money is the key to peace, the cure for struggle, the path to happiness. But let me tell you something that might shake you. Money was never the destination. It was always just a side effect of purpose. The moment you stop chasing money and start chasing value, your entire life begins to shift. Because money doesn't run to those who need it most, it runs to those who create the most. Look around at every person who built something great. They didn't start by asking, "How much will I earn?" They asked, "How much can I give?" The truth is, money follows impact. When you pour yourself into becoming so good that people cannot ignore you, wealth becomes inevitable. Think about the teachers, the inventors, the creators, the leaders. They all began with passion. They built skills that solved real problems. That's what drew success to them. When you stop chasing money and start chasing mastery, something magical happens. The anxiety fades, the desperation fades, and what's left is power. Real, unshakable power, because value is magnetic. People feel it. The world rewards it. So, if you want money to chase you, stop running after it. Run after purpose. But, to do that, you must understand one truth. Your mindset is your real currency. You can lose your job, your savings, your business, even your comfort. But, if you keep the right mindset, you can rebuild it all again. You can't control every market crash, but you can control your reaction to it. You can't control inflation, but you can control innovation. The person who wins is the one who says, "No matter what happens outside, I will stay rich inside." That's the wealth no one can take from you. When you think poor, you attract poverty. When you think rich, you attract abundance. The poor mindset says, "I can't afford this." The rich mindset says, "How can I create this?" That simple change of language shifts your energy from helpless to empowered. Every self-made millionaire, every visionary, every groundbreaker started with that mental shift. Money doesn't make your mindset strong. Your mindset makes money follow you. Because money is just energy. It flows where belief goes. When you believe in your ability to produce, to grow, to serve, the world starts aligning in your favor. You attract ideas. You attract people. You attract chances. And one by one, they build your future. But there's something deeper, the illusion of scarcity. So many people wake up every morning believing they don't have enough. Not enough time. Not enough resources. Not enough luck. That belief alone is what keeps them trapped. Scarcity is not a lack of money, it's a lack of vision. The truth is, abundance is everywhere, but you can't see it through fear. When you believe there's not enough, you start competing instead of creating. You start envying instead of innovating. You start surviving instead of thriving. But the moment you shift to abundance, everything changes. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You start realizing that money is not a pie where one person's gain is another's loss. It's a river that flows to those who know how to open their hands. You have to train yourself to see abundance. Stop scrolling through other people's success and feeling small. Their success doesn't shrink you. It proves what's possible for you. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Abundance isn't something you wait for, it's something you decide to live in. Every time you act from gratitude instead of greed, you multiply your abundance. Gratitude turns what you have into more than enough. It teaches you that you are not chasing wealth, you are attracting it by the person you're becoming. That brings us to something most people never learn. Focus on growth, not greed. So many chase numbers without realizing that numbers mean nothing if you're not evolving. What good is $1 million if you're still miserable? What good is success if you can't even sleep at night? The purpose of money isn't to define your worth, it's to expand your reach. You can't take it with you when you die, but you can use it to build, to serve, to transform. So stop worrying about how much you have. Start worrying about how much you're becoming. Every skill you build is a seed for future wealth. Every book you read, every habit you discipline yourself into, every network you nurture, these are the true investments. The market may go down, but your personal value can only go up. And the beauty is, no one can steal that from you. When you focus on growth, you start seeing failure differently. You stop calling it loss and start calling it tuition. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? That's how you evolve. You stop counting money and you start counting mastery. Because mastery compounds faster than money ever will. But here's where it gets powerful. Serve first, earn later. The world rewards service before success. The universe gives to the givers. Look at every great entrepreneur, leader, or artist who built an empire they served before they earned. They gave value without expectation. They poured into others even when nobody was watching. That's how they built trust. And trust is the new currency. People don't follow those who demand, they follow those who deliver. When you lead with service, you unlock abundance that money alone can't buy. You have to ask yourself, am I serving others or just myself? Because if it's only about you, you will always feel empty, no matter how much you make. But if your goal is to impact others, to help someone breathe easier, think bigger, live better, money becomes a reflection of that service. You never lose by giving. You always gain by growing someone else. And even if it doesn't pay you immediately, it builds the kind of energy and reputation that eventually multiplies tenfold. And above it all, there's one truth that carries you when things get dark: faith over fear. Faith is the quiet voice that says, keep going, even when the numbers don't add up. Faith is the force that makes you invest when everyone else is scared. Faith is what separates dreamers from doers. The world will tell you to play it safe, to secure the bag, to worry constantly. But faith says, I am not limited by what's in my account, I am powered by what's inside my soul. Money should never be your master, it should be your servant. When you move in purpose, money moves with you. The people who live by faith build things that last, not just things that sell. They sleep peacefully, they give generously, and they rise consistently. That's the power of living from purpose, not panic. Because when your life is aligned with something greater than money, everything else aligns naturally. So stop worrying about money. Start worrying about meaning. Stop calculating your worth in numbers. Start measuring it in impact. The world doesn't need more people obsessed with getting rich. It needs more people obsessed with getting better. When you become the kind of person who builds, serves, and grows, money will have no choice but to find you. You won't need to chase it, it will chase you. Don't worry about the zeros in your account. Worry about the value in your character. Don't stress about the bills in your hand. Focus on the vision in your heart. Because one day, when you look back, you'll realize that money was never the goal. Freedom was, growth was, peace was, purpose was, and you already had those within you all along. So breathe, trust, keep building. Don't worry about money. Worry about becoming the kind of person money can stay away from. Thank you all for spending this time with me. If this message resonated, if you feel that fire in your heart, Do not let it fade. Hit like, share it. Comment your commitment below. And if you're not already part of our mission, please subscribe to Motiversity of Success. Join this community of changemakers. Uplift your mindset and rise together. Until next time, stay bold, stay hungry, and never stop ascending.